Hi, everybody. Another absolutely beautiful day here at the river. Was able to get a little bit closer today, so we're in the woods. And, I think that's excellent. Sometimes that's all you need is to just be in the woods, be closer to the water. A quick visual descriptor. I have long brown hair, glasses, a gray shirt. I'm wearing bracelets, coffee mug in hand. Behind me are the trees and the flowers. Now, the river is just over there, uh, and it's looking beautiful today. The sun, though, is glaring off the water, so we're here in the woods, but we're pretty close to that water, and it's absolutely excellent. The weather is good, the sun is out, and we're here. I hope you have your coffee, tea, whatever it may be, whatever gets your day going. I have my coffee in hand. I love that warm little comfort, that sip. Mm. A little sip of comfort. And I can't overstate how wonderful it is to have little comforts in life, little tiny things that just remind us how good life can be. And life can be very, very good. Set that down though. And of course, today, today's stream is powered by Restream, an absolutely wonderful software. If you're looking to get into live streaming or you're already live streaming and you'd like to try a new way to put yourself out there, I cannot recommend enough Restream. Um, Maybe if I keep saying that, they'll sponsor me. But thank you for being here today. And thank you for joining me for another beautiful day. I'm here to talk to you about consistency. Consistency as a creator, as an artist, as someone out there. Consistency in what we do. Now, when it comes to consistency as an artist, there's a lot of ways you can interpret that, but there are certain things that are foundational to the work that we're going to do in our lives. And especially as artists, as creators, there are certain pieces that you need in place. And one of them is consistency. But what do I mean by consistency? Specifically, I'm talking about what you do and how you produce it and when you produce it. So this first part is really on the work side, the doing side, creating your own consistency, setting up your own studio space or workspace. If you are a creator, artist of any kind, you need to have a workspace. Now, granted, depending on your situation, you might not have something like a spare bedroom or basement or the ability to have an office or something outside of the home, which is perfectly fine. You don't need something that extravagant to set up a workspace. Morning over there on Twitch. I'm so glad you're joining us today. What you need, though, is a space. So whether that's a chair in one part of your living room, whether that's dividing up some space in your bedroom, whether that's going ahead and just putting up some soundproof panels because you're going to be recording or video or music or something in one room. Heck, if you have a closet that you can clear a shelf on and turn that shelf into some sort of desk or workspace, get creative with creating your studio space and your workspace. Myself, when I am home, I have a table in part of my living room. Now, behind that table are my bookshelves and everything. So that table is multi-purpose, but uh, I go to that side of my living room. I have my table set up. It's moved away from the wall. I have my bookcases behind it. I can put up my green screen if I want to. I can set my computer up, or I can set up my art supplies on that table, whatever I'm going to be doing that day. And it's not taking up any more room than anything else in my home because I also have my coffee before I leave the house at that table. And I eat dinner at that table. So it's my workspace, but it's also my dining area. And that's as simple as you really need to be. It's just about being kind of pragmatic with your space and understanding that you need a specific location or even a setup or something even mobile. If you have like one of those little TV trays or something that you can just set up on the fly in a specific spot. The point is, when you're building your consistency, you're going to need a workspace. This workspace is going to help you hone in on what you're supposed to be doing at that point in time. And that's really one of the most important things, to put yourself in a position where you can change modes. You have cleaning the house mode, going to work mode. I have to go grocery shopping. I have to clean up. You need to be able to change over into your creator, artistic, doer mode. So set up a workspace, and it doesn't have to be big, and it doesn't even have to be some sort of permanent fixture or extra room. Just enough space for you to do your work. Preferably, if it is something that can be taken down, it can be set up quickly. It takes me about 30-40 minutes to set up everything when I do a live stream from that table at home. So that's not too bad. It's very reasonable. And you can do it even faster. When I do these streams by the river, essentially it takes me about 5 to 10 minutes to set up. It used to take me a lot longer. Last year, when I was doing videos on the river, I think it would take me like 15-20 minutes to like get myself all set up and how I needed to be. Now it's quick, 5-10 minutes, but I'm used to it. And that's another thing. Um, a huge part of our consistency is also repetition. So whatever your work process is to get going, work on that repetition. Once you know how things work, do them the same way, and you'll find little ways to get faster, to get better, to get more efficient in the way that you set up or the way that you set into doing your work. Now, another thing with consistency, and another really big part of our consistency is going to be creating a process so the work you produce is also consistent. Now, if you are an illustrator, a painter, or something, you know that we don't show people everything we do because we have a lot of bad sketches. We have paintings that we're not necessarily happy with. But I would actually say showing people your sketches, actually putting stuff like that up on your social media or even on your websites or wherever you're working, actually showing people some of that work is going to be good for your consistency, because then there's a process that someone can get invested in. So that's a choice that you can make for yourself, but the work that you do show, it all needs to kind of have similar flavors, themes, passion. As an artist, I create lots of different things, from writing books to making videos like these, to painting, to drawing, to film work, and then music and all sorts of different things. But work on presenting yourself in a consistent manner. Uh, our communities and our audiences are going to come to expect certain things, and we have to train them on what to expect, uh, because if you're new, they don't know what you do, and maybe they've only seen one or two pieces of your work. Maybe they've only experienced a small part of the creativity you possess. So presentation consistency is really important, and that can just be in the way that you post things up, the way that you write about things. It can be even the kind of filters you use in your own selfies, or the way you modulate software when you record music or video. Consider all of it, but also consider showing people partial things, unfinished things. It's going to give you more of that down to earth quality. You become more accessible to your community. And I think that can be a beautiful thing. So it's worth considering. Now, this is something that isn't going to work for everyone, but it's something that I really like doing. I like to get sketchbooks, and I like to use the entire sketchbook. And the reason I bring this up is because I've met so many different authors and so many different artists and so many different people who always have these partially finished notebooks and sketchbooks. They'll use a certain part of it and then they'll get another one. Now, I am definitely guilty of constantly buying and gathering up more notebooks, more sketchbooks, and things like that. But what I will try very hard to do is go and use the entire thing, not a single bit of wasted space. And more important than that, save them. Don't get rid of them. Save them. You want to save all of your work, but go beginning to end. When you get a new notebook, when you get a new sketchbook, when you get a new hard drive, external hard drive, fill the whole thing. Fill the whole thing. You can get more, but before you try to fill another one, fill the first. And this is going to create kind of an inbuilt understanding of completionism. We want to complete our work. We want to complete our writing, complete our notebook. We want to complete our films and our videos and our music. Use it all. And use it regularly. Now, you should be creating work, art, whatever you do on a regular basis. Depending on your schedule, that might be every day, that might be once a week, that might be a couple of times a month. No matter what that is, that's fine. But stick to it. Stick to that creative flow and process and create your own scheduled consistency. And of course, it's perfectly fine to take days off. Taking days off actually helps us stick with our consistency. And that into itself, incredibly valuable. Incredibly valuable. And then for our last bit of keeping ourselves consistent, anytime you have a chance to fill in a part of a profile online, or you need to write a byline for something or whatnot, try to remember to include the art you do. Are you a filmmaker, an author, a musician, a singer, a dancer? Are you an abstract painter? Are you a cubist? What is that thing? What do you want to be known for? tell people what that is. Tell them. We can't assume that people are going to know. We can't make them guess what we do. If on LinkedIn it says that you're a sales professional, but all of your posts are about what you've been eating, how do these two things relate? And I'm not saying that you can't do that. Just remember that people are not going to know you as a sales professional. They're going to know you as the person who posts awesome pictures of food. So that's another bit of consistency there. And we can definitely share our personal lives or other things we want to. But if you are an artist and you're posting up pictures of your art, then when people go to your profile, it should say fine artist, digital artist, content creator, something like that. They'll see your name, they'll see what you do, they'll see your posts. It all comes together and it creates the image you want to put forward of who you are, what you do, and maybe why you want to do it. But get yourself a cuppa, get yourself an extra cuppa because you deserve one. Thank you for being here. Before I get going, I'm just going to take 2 minutes to talk to you about the Art of Feeling and Abstract Expression Art Workshop. They're occurring every third Saturday of the month. The first few were just great. They were so much fun. I enjoy teaching. I enjoy getting involved, creating art with all of you. And you can sign up for the Art of Feeling. Now, they're running till the end of the year. So there's still 7 more workshops you can sign up for. Do consider joining us, and you need absolutely no previous experience in the arts. So if you've never painted or if you've been painting for many years, you're more than welcome there. The whole goal of the workshop is to help people tap into feelings, expressions, emotions, sensations inside, and translate those into color and shapelessness and forms and something that you spill out onto the canvas. Now, of course, I do have a recommended art supplies list on the listing, and I have a link there where you can go to my Amazon storefront and you can buy some budget supplies that I have listed there. But if you have some paintbrushes, some paint, paper, canvas, whatever it may be, you already have that, that's perfectly fine. Bring what you have, or even stop by your local hobby shop, get yourself some budget supplies if you've never painted before. Or if you just want to get something specifically for the workshop, go ahead, pick up whatever. It's fine. It'll be great. And the techniques that we go over, though I will reference specific brushes. If you don't have those specific brushes, that's fine. In fact, for one of the workshops, someone came and they had a tablet. So they were doing all digital art, but they were doing it at a painting workshop. And I thought that was so cool, So it's a whole lot of fun. You are more than welcome to join us. But I just want to wish you the absolute best day. Take care. Be excellent. Get your cuppa. And thank you so much for being here today. I'll see you all again real soon. Bye, everybody.